Hello, I'm Mark,
I'm Casey.
And I'm Patrick.
and today we're going to talk a little bit about some automation that has come to Giga Berlin. But first, Casey's going to roll that credit title for us.
Is it the Jetsons yet?
You're watching the Tesla Life Express.
And no, it's not the Jetsons yet. He had the suitcase flying car that he had to drive manually. So,
But man, that was cool that it folded up into a suitcase. Like, talk about cool.
And it was a flying car.
Hey, thanks everyone for joining us. Wanted to talk a little bit about this Tesla AI video that was released recently, and it talks about Giga Berlin
Tesla AI department, not a
department.
AI
Okay.
generated video.
Right. This is real. This is even though it looks kind of AI-ish, this is real. So Casey's going to roll the video, and we'll talk through it as we see an overview of Giga Berlin and what they're now doing with automation there when it comes to car production line.
All right, here we go.
There's the murals. You can tell it's Giga Berlin.
Yeah, that is really cool looking.
Yeah, graffiti wall. Got all your storage vans, your trucks. Got your
Inbound parts, outbound parts.
Yeah, a beautiful look for a factory because normally they're all so stark. There's a Mercedes plant around the corner from the house that we have, and it's like a monolith, and it's got this giant Mercedes logo that just spins. It's very plain looking. All right, so here we are. We got a pan of the factory.
No, going to show some mural art, and there we go. Look at this.
The first part looked like the Model Y launch, but they were the Stampede over at Austin, and
oh, it's self-driving while it's being assembled.
Yes.
Wow!
Even before the doors are on.
I had no idea that they actually did it as. I mean, I knew that this was one of their features of that they're having them, drive out to the lots themselves, but
you don't have to spend the money on a conveyor if the car can just drive itself.
Wow!
You have to lift until it's got the battery and the wheels, and then let it down.
Yeah, and I guess if there's a drive problem, you're testing it.
Look at the charge ports right outside the door.
Yeah. My turn to get charged.
So it's going to self-drive and park. Mm-hmm. And that robot looks like a human, plugs it in.
The Optimus Beta.
Oh, what's that? Cybertruck in Berlin. That's going to spread some rumors. And there we go, on its way to the delivery lot, stopping for stop signs and traffic. And FSD pulling into at the proper spot for delivery, waiting for the semis to pick it up.
Yeah. I wonder if the ones on the train can get on the train.
I don't think, does Giga Berlin have the tracks right into the factory? Yeah, it does. It does have it. Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's used for transport of vehicles out or just people in.
Not the commuter train. They remember they had that double stacker?
That's true. Yeah, there was a double stacker. Yeah, you're right. So what is interesting here is that part of this, when it gets down to the light tunnel, and then it leaves that QR or quality confirmation area, and then takes a right-hand turn, it drives through the factory quite a bit to get to an outside door.
Mm-hmm.
Like this has reminds me of following the tube in the Death Star to get to the final hit. Out it goes, and then the chargers are right there.
This is pretty cool. We were thinking that they would be one of the first ones, and before the show, I'd asked if this was one of their longer routes or if it's one of their shorter routes. But then we found out that it drives inside the building, and that changes the math a little bit. Cybertruck changes the math a little bit.
Yeah, so I wonder how much mapping they had to do of the warehouse so that it knows how to find the exit.
Did they do any mapping of the warehouse?
Well, yeah, but even if it can drive autonomously without maps, that doesn't mean it knows where the exit is, right?
Right.
Some signs up.
Because this, this is not your typical street view. You
true.
think there'd be some additional coaching that would have to happen for it to know really where it is.
Yeah, at least the same amount of information they have about any general parking lot. They have to know where the places to get in and out of the parking lot are.
Yeah.
I really like these murals and the placement of the trucks, or the trailers, I should say. Yeah. So instead of having like one loading dock where every truck has to go through and have a forklift to remove stuff, no, just put it here. This is the part where we need these parts, and we'll take them off as we need them.
Yep, we'll call you when it's empty.
Yeah, save time, save effort, and remove a bottleneck. So smart.
Yeah, so we'd asked if they were how long it was. This is really long. I wonder why it puts the mirrors out. It doesn't use them.
Oh yeah, why aren't the mirrors folded in?
Well, I find that mine will still do they automatically fold out at what, 17, 19, 30 miles an hour. Yeah. But this is a step.
So now we've got California doing this. We've got Austin doing this, and Berlin, and of course Shanghai was one of the first as well. So
have we seen it done in Shanghai though?
I have not
doing it, but
they are doing it, but there hasn't been a particular video, I believe, shot on it specifically yet.
We need one more for our collection.
Yeah.
And then we also have the Megapacks, Megapacks and Powerwalls, and the superchargers. I don't know if they have enough cameras on them coming out of the factory though.
And speaking of driving
driving
through a cavern of a factory going in different places, we also heard this week that Tesla has started testing at the Las Vegas tunnels with FSD.
Yes, which is
really
harder than you would expect, because the rock walls are all one color, and then they not only are they all one color, but then they've got the rave, which makes it harder to process, but not impossible. We'll see how it goes.
So we had thought that the tunnels might be the first place FSD goes, and turns out it's the last. Because all the factories now are complete, and now they're mapping in tunnels. So it shows what we know when it comes to FSD programming.
Yeah, I'm wondering though, the loop is a lot smaller on the loop on the programming and testing on the factory cars versus the boring loop, because it's a whole other company. It's a little more. I'm sure that they've got a minimum friction between the sisters, but it is there. They are separate companies versus Tesla AI and Tesla vehicle manufacturing.
Yeah. So here it is. We're now moving this stuff.
And the mirrors are closed again.
They are closed, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because you're not seeing a reflection in the back. You're seeing the side of the car. So yeah, they're folded in.
I wonder what the logic is. How does it pick? Because on our production cars, they fold in, or at least on the X because it's so big. I'm guessing Cybertruck too. As you approach a narrow pathway, it'll fold the mirrors in.
Yeah. Have you guys ever had that pulling into, say, a tight spot in a garage?
I've had it. Whenever I did summons, it would fold them in.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder, Casey, if it's the mirrors are out in the manufacturing process because you need to be able to install them or whatever, and then when it parks to charge, I bet you it folds them in, and then after that, it doesn't drive fast enough or they're all automatic and just they stay in after that, maybe.
Yeah, it could be that, because the call to push them back out wouldn't be there as much as the call to leave them out.
Right.
Yeah. So that's all four factories now a wrap, and And with the tunnels starting to be mapped, I hope to see a video from the boring company as they start to test that, because that should be, again, we thought it might be first. It turns out to be last. Maybe there is some mapping to be overcome when it comes to a tunnel compared to the outside world. Maybe, as Casey mentioned, they're going to have to maybe add some signage in the tunnel a little bit more for the car's automatic system to recognize certain areas. Although it's not much different than a regular parking job, right? You're finding an open stall when you get to a station, you're pulling in, you're stopping, you load up, it looks for the backup, it backs out, and then continues along. So not sure if that will be the case, but I guess we'll see.
They might need some hints, because the only place they'd have GPS, other than figuring out from the signs themselves, would be on the above ground portions. So
Right.
I have to know that not only am I in station 1, but I'm approaching the parking area. Just it's a little more complicated because there's actual people there that aren't like at the factory. Hey, I'm surrounded by robots. Better pay attention. Versus, I'm in Vegas and I just had the free cocktails at the conference.
Fair enough. So, what do you think is going to happen in the tunnels out there, audience? Do you think it's going to be an easy fix? It's going to be quick, or we're going to see a video from the boring company quite quickly, or it's going to take some time? Let us know in the comments about what you think this is going to take. And let's go to shout outs. Casey, what do you got for us?
Well, catch us on Sunday over at youtube.com/CaseyGreen and x.com for Let's Chat with Casey and Friends. And then hope you've hit the bell, because who knows what's coming up next. But we'll guarantee you Monday for the next Tesla Life Express. And we'll catch you live on Wednesday.
Very good. Patrick, what do you got for us?
As always, I'm with the Oregon Electric Vehicle Association. You can find us at oeva.org, and I blog occasionally at carswithcords.net, where I write about my future free from fossil fuels.
Perfect. In between shows, of course, you can follow us on our X feed at The Tesla Life if you'd like to join us there. And we'll get together next time, and together we will find out what's happening in this Tesla life. There's the lasers!
What? Cool.